Our first derivative rule is the derivative of a constant. A constant means that is just a regular number. It could be a fraction, a decimal, any type of number. It just does not have an x on it. So in general, the function is just going to be y equals c, some number. Y is 4, y is 8, y is 2.9. The derivative of every single constant is 0. So almost harder to remember to label our functions than it is to take the actual derivative. The derivative of every single number is 0. So looking at these functions, we have f of x equals 10. The derivative, we're going to label it f prime of x. And the derivative of 10 is 0. We could use a 4-step process, plug into the definition of a derivative, and we would see why it is always 0. But it's easier to just know this fact. Looking down at the next one, 2 pi. You can grab your calculator. You have a pi button on your calculator. It's got 3.14. It's a weird looking constant, but it is just a constant. If you plug in 2 pi, it's about 6.3. Well, it doesn't even matter what the number is. The derivative of every single number is 0. So h prime of x is 0. Same thing with ln of 4. You also have an ln button on your calculator. Ln of 4 is about 1.4. It keeps going forever, just like the pi numbers do. Well, it's just a number, though. It does not have an x on it. Y prime, the derivative of that, is 0. And then same thing with this next one. We have e to the 4th. You have an e button on your calculator. E to the 4th is about 54.6. It's nice to figure out where that pi, ln, and e button are on your calculator just to have them for when we plug in. But the derivative of e to the 4th is the same thing as the derivative of about 55. And the derivative of every number is 0. Nice, simple rule. If it doesn't have an x or t or any variable like that, the derivative is 0.